This is part 4 of fixing this broken pizza oven and installing it at our taproom. This is the main impact spot that the oven took when it tipped over. In the last video, we got it cleaned up and ready to be worked on. I started by taking this high temperature ceramic insulation that I believe is used when making this oven and cutting it into little squares, and then I would fold it over on itself and push it up into the void. I was trying to give it as much structure as possible, and I did read that it's better if it's compacted just a little bit. It also doesn't have to be the most insulating, because keep in mind this is going on top of the insulation that is already up there. And here's the cavity all nice and filled. Next, I took a shop vac just to take all the extra dust and anything that might be loose to give the mortar something more solid to stick to. I took another piece of insulation and cut it to the right size to cover this part where all the original insulation had fallen out. I then took this high temperature refractory mortar and mixed it up to a very loose consistency. I'm sure anyone who knows anything about using mortar is probably going to cringe their face off at this next part. But what I did is I took a disposable paintbrush and I sort of painted on the mortar. I was dealing with something that was really, really thin, and I needed to get into a bunch of little crevices. Also, the reason I don't have any sort of wire or anything to help keep this structure is because this is just to hold this in place a little better. And this is how we're looking at the end. I'm very happy with it. It's a big improvement from where we started, and I'm starting to smell the pizza at the end of the tunnel a little bit more every day. Thanks for watching. Follow for part 5.